Today does mark World Water Day. This year's global theme is Groundwater, making the invisible visible. The Water Department says it will be exploring groundwater as an alternative source locally to tackle scarcity in the country. In fact, Minister Newzroom will give an update on the state of our resources in the country, our water resources, at some point today. Let's unpack this further. We're joined by the Federation for a Sustainable Environment's Mariette Liefferink, who joins us via our video link this morning. Mariette, it's great to talk to you on such an incredibly important topic. I mean, what would this mean, do you reckon? Is this a good solution to the water scarcity we see in our country, groundwater?
Yes, in terms of the National Water and Sanitation Master Plan, which of course indicates the challenges, it indicated that there will be a 17% shortfall between the water supply and the water demand. So if demands continue to grow at the current levels, the deficit between water supply and water demand would be between 2.7 and 3.8 billion cubic meters per annum by 2030. There have been some indications of perhaps remedies, and one was mentioned by yourself regarding the use of groundwater. In terms, however, of the reconciliation strategies for the Vaal River system, which supplies water to 19 million people, a very important river system, which also augments other river systems, the reconciliation strategy had advised, in order to address the growing deficit, that there should be better water demand and conservation management, that there should be reuse of treated effluent, including the use of treated acid mine water, as well as the upgrading of infrastructure, and here we refer to the Lesotho Highlands Phase 2, which will come online by 2027. I also just wish to remind the listeners and the viewers that water quality and water demand are interlinked. That is water quality and water quantity. The Water and Sanitation Master Plan indicated that in fact 56% of our wastewater treatment works are in a poor or a dysfunctional state. This was also confirmed by the inquiry by the South African Human Rights Commission into the sewage pollution of the Vaal. They have found, and I'll read from the report, they have found that the sewage is a crisis in the Vaal, sewage pollution, that the Vaal is a vital water resource. It also found that not only the Mfuleni municipality caused the sewage pollution, but the Department of Water and Sanitation and the Department of Forestry, Fisheries and Environment had not been able to hold the Mfuleni municipality accountable. The report concluded that there was extensive non-compliance at all spheres of government. What is also of concern to us is that the South African Human Rights Commission also conducted an inquiry into the sewage pollution of the city of Tshwane and its rivers and the Roodepoort Dam, and released a report in October 2021. The Commission recommended that the situation regarding failing wastewater treatment works in South Africa and its subsequent pollution of South Africans' water resources be declared a national disaster.
Can I come in there? Can I interject there and ask you this? You know, Newzroom, the Water and Sanitation Minister, is giving a briefing today on this World Water Day. What are some of the big salient issues that you'd like to hear from him in a context where such a big portion of the country is still sitting with battles for access to clean water and sanitation? What are some of the practical things we need to be done now to improve access to clean water resources in our country?
Water and Sanitation Master Plan has indicated certain actions and also the completion dates and the actors that are involved in addressing these challenges. What we need is, of course, the implementation of these plans. plans we cannot drink, regulations we cannot drink. So I just want to mention some of these actions which we endorse. The actions are, for example, to declare strategic water source areas and critical groundwater recharge areas and aquatic ecosystems recognized as threatened or sensitive as protected areas, and to review and promulgate aggressive restrictions within the legislation to restore and protect ecological infrastructure. The reason why this is crucial is because 50% of our wetlands, according to the master plan, had been lost, and of the remaining wetlands, 33% are in a poor condition.
Sure.
Our river systems since 2011 have deteriorated by 500%, and some of our rivers are beyond repair. So that is why it is essential to declare and protect our ecological infrastructure. What is needed too is also indicated in the fact that the big polluters across the country, including municipalities, must be identified and prosecuted with a national communication campaign to accompany this action. And this would involve the actors, the responsibilities of, for example, the National Prosecuting Authority, South African Police Service, as well as the catchment management agencies. Then another aspect that must be addressed is the fact that the major non-compliant abstractors or water thieves across the country must be identified and also prosecuted. These are some of the issues that and actions that had already been identified in the master plan, but that should be enforced and should be implemented.
Absolutely. Mariette, Liefferink, let me thank you for your time this morning. As you say, our plans look great on paper, but yeah, in this context, we can't drink paper. Mariette is the CEO of the Federation for a Sustainable Environment. As we continue to reflect today on this World Water Day on the situation in South Africa insofar as access to clean water and sanitation is concerned, and we know that women are, by and large, the worst affected insofar as safety is concerned when walking long distances to find clean water sources. We're not having flushing toilets, relying on chemical toilets, women as well, a lot more susceptible to infections. So this is a big story we're tracking for you in the wake of Senzo Mchunu, who's set to be giving a briefing today on water scarcity in South Africa.